Feeling a little touching on the top of my head.
I'm Brett. I'm a psychic medium. I can hear, see, and feel the other side. I also use EVP audio to help supplement and validate what I'm picking up psychically. I rode up from Los Angeles, through the Redwoods, where I connected with spirits, then managed to get lost on some back roads. When I finally made it to Eureka, I couldn't find lodging, so I pushed forward in the cold and dark to Arcata, where I got a deal at the Arcata Hotel built in 1915. I love staying at historic places. They've got a residual vibe and energy built up from their history. These places were often the most extravagant places in the area, with things like electricity and indoor plumbing. In their heyday, they were where high society would hang out. Then as times changed, they'd lose their status, fall into disrepair, turn into bunkhouses, or lie neglected and vacant until someone figured out their potential. As I travel, spirits tend to follow along, and when I stop for the night, they draw the attention of the local spirits, and the group becomes big enough that I'm unsure of who I'm tuning into at any given instant. I hear them, and they put images and impressions in my head. Sometimes they reflect what's picked up on audio, other times I'm talking to someone else entirely.
Okay, we've got a woman here, sitting on the bed, cross-legged. Okay, there's a woman here. There's a woman sitting right over here. I get the name. She's in the kind of dress that I would associate with a secretary. Maybe 40s. '40s blouse and a skirt. Skirt is past the knee. Can you talk to me? You can, but I'm not listening. Okay, I just felt a twinge on my finger. There's my chill. I get the chills sometimes. That's usually spirit coming in, or my guides, somebody interacting with me. I'm hearing, I've got the buzzing going in my ears. That happens a lot when there's spirits around or when somebody's trying to get a message through. Feeling a little touching on the top of my head. I'd like it if you would speak into this device over here. I did see it go red when I pointed at it. And that's really interesting because that is the peak. And I'm whispering. There was a noise in the room. So I'm not sure what that was. But that was definitely in the room. Let's see. Anything else? Well, I'd like to know about this woman. What would you like to know, dear? I'm asking what her name is. How long have you been here? She comes and goes. She travels. What do you mean? What do you mean by travel? I get that she has relatives along the coast. Is this correct? Now I've got guides. I've got some of my guides, or I've got a guy. There's somebody else asking, what's he doing? It's a male, deeper voice, speaks a little slower. He reminds me of the M&M commercials. One of the voices, very similar to me. I think I've gathered a group. There's more than just the woman, more than just. I'm feeling touching. Touching. Is anybody going to talk? If you're going to talk, please talk into this. Talk loud. That was somebody in another room. Now there are other people stirring around at midnight. So I think it's time to stop. And maybe I'll record more if things happen in the middle of the night and I'm willing to get up and work at it. But right now, I think I need to go to bed. Good night. Thank you, spirits.
As I try to sleep, spirits are still communicating with me. They put scenes in my head and are in my dreams. I wake up to record a few minutes, but give up. Too tired to make sense. In the morning, I write notes about what occurred in the night, then turn on the camera and hit record.
After I went to bed last night, I started getting a barrage of images and thoughts put in my head about this woman that I was seeing. I think she was visiting and giving me information. Anyway, I got the words and I get that she was a secretary working with transportation, ocean or river transportation, so some sort of water transportation of either logging stuff or people. I think it might have even been both. She was really excited because it was a new kind of endeavor. It was like they were on the leading edge of whatever was happening. It was some sort of boom for them. And so she was really excited about what she was doing. I'm unclear if she lived here at the hotel or if her business was here at the hotel. She told me that when I asked about that, she was like, no, she has relatives along the coast that she visits, so she's only here sometimes. Well, somebody came through that was talking about suicide from a tall building. So these buildings around here would be tall enough, I suppose. I think that would be a pretty rough way to go. I get that it was not this building. I keep looking outside because there's like a coffee shop right across the way.
At this point, my attention is drawn outside to the neighboring buildings. Did the spirit redirect my attention? They can do that. Or is it just me becoming easily distracted? I can do that too. I totally lose focus, so I say thank you and goodbye and turn off my equipment. Today, the plan is to head north, but I'm somewhere near the area where that famous Patterson-Gimlin Bigfoot footage was taken. So I'll probably route through there. Beyond that, who knows where I'll end up. Thanks for coming along with me. Please subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and comment. I'd love to hear about where you are on your journey. And thanks for watching.